Dear friends, the property of material, electricity, how run the materials have the property, materials are of different types, and what are those particular materials? One of the great property of any material is the conductivity, the conductor, the bad conductor, the semiconductor, superconductor, semiconductor industries. So know about superconductor is itself most important for the general studies, for general science, for technologists, for administrative, for any of the person who is relevant with the technology with our daily life. So what is the superconductor? Today I discuss about the superconductor as whatever one of the example of the electronic material. All of you have know about the space mission where the magnetic materials are most important and where superconductors are also most important. If suppose magnet leave jet high speed trains, if suppose we have the medical scanning, all of you have know about the MRI, magnetic resonance. So that particular here we have to use in different technologies. The superconductors are most material which offers no resistance to the passage of electricity through it is a superconductor. It means electricity. All of you have know about the electricity, how this can acts, whatever we have the different properties of material copper, aluminium, all of you have now the electricity transfer by the conductors. Something there are also the bad conductor, and in advanced technology there are also in between the semiconductor. So there are three different part of the property, and that is the conductor here one most. The examples are the copper, the aluminium, the transmission of electricity through the different wires where aluminium coppers are used. Then we have the bad conductor which have no the conduction is not there, and in between that is the semiconductor. So you have to know about the semiconductor industries in India. Those are established and they uh, most. So here also the example of the advanced materials, that is also the chip. So we have today discuss about the superconductor. This is one of the example of electronic material, a solid which offers no resistance, means there is no resistance when electricity is passed through that particular material. For example, if we have the copper aluminium, so there is certain resistance is there, and this but superconductor carry current without energy loss. Here the most important thing is also there. So whatever earlier in 1900, the scientist Camerling once found that below 4.2 K, whatever I have earlier discussed about the unit of the temperature. K stand for the mercury. So here K for uh, Kelvin, and that can be related with the centigrade. So 4.2 Kelvin mercury, all of you know about the metal, that is the liquid metal. So here some other inventions occurs, and where the 125 Kelvin is one of the another superconductor material that contains four metals: Tl, thallium, Ca, calcium, Ba, barium, copper, Cu, and one oxygen is also there. So thallium, calcium, barium, cuprate. So this also gives height at high temperature. The superconductor is there. So now we have to another things. Current is superconductor flows freely. Any current started in a superconductor will continue to flow until it is stopped. For example, a magnetic resonance interface (MRI), all of you know, or whatever, the launching of space vehicles. So there needs the certain magnetic field, and this particular high magnetic field is generated by the superconductors, because there is no losses of energy at that moment and no resistance. So superconductor remains magnetic as long as current is allowed to flow in it. So there is no losses of the energy and we get the maximum magnetic field. So therefore superconductor is electronic phenomena. The superconductor states results from the attractive interaction between the pair of conducting electrons. The motion of these pair electrons become coordinated. Such scattering of thermal vibration, this is impurity atom, is highly inefficient. Consequently, the electrical resistance being proportionate to its incidence means maximum energy is optimized and that can be utilized. So that particular is in the case of the maximum magnetic field is generated by supplying the minimum current. So here some other things, one of the most important also there is the superconductors classification. The superconductors classifications are there into two categories. Whatever earlier low temperature superconductor, the first invention of the mercury, where 4.2 Kelvin is there, and then high temperature superconductor. So high temperature superconductors are under the more and more investigations, because those needs, whatever those needs, because we want the material superconductor at high temperature. Whatever all of you know about that, the temperature unit is here Kelvin, and Kelvin itself, this is correlated with the degree centigrade. So that is 273 Kelvin is 273.1 Kelvin is near is equal to 0 degree centigrade. So that is minus. So here we have, here the units are given where the material becomes superconductor. Aluminium, this is very 1.18 means that is Kelvin. In indium, iron, tin, mercury, lead, all these are the metals. So which shows the conductivity as well as they become superconductor at these particular Kelvin. Niobium, zirconium alloy, some other examples are also there, and some one oxides are there. So here mercury containing the oxide having the maximum 153 Kelvin. This is high. This is what we have, the high temperature superconductors. Now, properties. The properties of these are the resistivity of superconductor is greater, whatever I have earlier told, other elements. Then superconductor states are current, current, superconductor states are thermoelectric effect disappears. Below TC where the that particular material is the superconductor is if a sufficiently strong magnetic field is applied to the superconductor, superconducting property is destroyed. Whatever this particular things is there. So when current is passed through this I square multiplied with R is 0, then resistivity, this is 0. So that particular temperature where superconductor occurs, that is TC. So here the superconductor exhibit perfect diamagnetism. Below diamagnetic in nature, superconductor material is strongly speed. Here, what do we have the applications or use? What are the applications of those particular? So first one, the electromagnet, powerful magnets. So that's for the power, the magnetic field, powerly, highly magnetic field is generated because of the superconducting material. So such materials are superconductor. In case of superconductor, which remain magnetic as long as when current is flow. When current is flow, then that becomes superconductor automatically. Here, all of you have know about the bullet train, certain the high speed trains, whatever here in India is also the project of the bullet trains. So here maglev trains. So electrodynamics levitation occurs because the magnetic field repulsion. So therefore, that particular train on in between the wheel of and the rail, there is certain gap is formed by which the speed of those particular train is highly increase. Then certain catalysts are used and certain gas sensors are used, whatever the super chips. All of you have know about the present context of the artificial intelligence and ML and data systems. Here, super chips is because of the particular the superconductors are used 1000 times faster than silicon chips. So high speed switching, that is whatever we have, the certain chips are used by in even the mobiles, even whatever the advanced technology. Then we have enhancement in speed of the electronic devices. This is also the important. High speed devices are formed. So here magnetic resonance spectroscopy I have earlier discussed about the MRI, by which the scanning of human body is because of the magnetic resonance in image, and that is the because of the high magnetic field is generated, and those are because of the superconductors. So their nitrogen is used. So at the negative, whatever the low temperature superconductors are used. Here one more thing is the electric generators. This is also most important in advanced technology. So this is uh, in further electric vehicles this can be used. So today we have closed superconductors are most of the materials which are used. Here are also some of the other examples whatever I have discussed. The TC, the temperature, the transition temperature is there. So here are also different materials which are used. So thank you for listening this particular. I am thankful to all of you that you have if any of the comment, and if so you have to like the video and share the video. If any further enhancement, further improvement in the video, then you can call me, whatever I have given also the contact numbers.